Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X. It is Chris, and now that I'm off work, because work will always find a way of being the most difficult when there's new content to upload, and until I make enough money on YouTube to no longer have my normal day job, which may never even happen, but we can hope, I gotta be subject to the mercy of my 9 to 5. Now, past that, remember, I am still about to do the video. You know how it is though with the contests I do, the giveaways I do. I would like to give out everything that I have, and so I don't really want to hold on to the starter deck Broly. I would love to get it out, and at this very moment 6 more subscribers are all I need to hand out this green Broly. So if you guys can get that there by the end of the week, both will be going out. Share it with your friends, get them to subscribe. If you have friends that play this game that are subscribed to me, file them in, you know what I'm saying? If you got Dokkan friends, I'm a little low on Dokkan right now, but I'm putting out another video tonight, so just put that out there. If you're in the Legends, I'll be doing PvP, I'll be doing story missions. I'll probably start live streaming Legends a lot more, but I'm just trying to grow, expand the channel. I'm gonna put some games up, and I still have a really neat video on the horizon for Dragon Ball Super TCG. It's just taking a little longer to get into because I'm a little overworked right now. But right now we have some cool things. We actually have the full spoilers of the expansion pack that comes out in May, and so I want to just go over that real quick. The first card we'll be talking about is actually a Full Power Broly Resonant Evolution. Now that the name's not grainy, first off, may I say that this art looks amazing, and the foils will be sought after for sure. But I'm not gonna really go into this. I'm just gonna read its effect real quick because we talked about it last time when it was spoiled. EX Evolve, 1 red, 2 green, Broly BR card with energy cost of 4. So it really can, I guess I lied because I realized that last time I didn't really talk about applications. But that's this first part. Energy exhaust, so it comes into play tapped if you're gonna put into your energy. Like I said before, great foresight on Bandai's part. Alliance red green, when this card attacks, you may activate this skill by choosing 1 or more red or green battle cards in the battle area and switching them to rest mode. This card gains power equal to the total of the cards and switch to rest mode by this skill and triple strike for the duration of the turn. Permanent, if you play this card with Evolve, it can be KO'd by your opponent. Okay, so cool little things. 1. This dude, the Alliance is very, very strong. You could tap an 8-drop Broly to, I don't know, put this dude at 50k triple strike, and that's already a big body, so we can't really ignore that. Second, it really is cool that you can play this dude by evolving off the 4-drop. I think last time I was wilding out and I didn't realize that this Broly is a 5-drop, not a 4-drop, so he can't be cheated out by the 1-drop Broly. But at the same time, I think it's pretty cool to note that you could definitely have the 4-drop destroyed. I think that's what I was talking about before, the 4-drop destroyed, and you can't even summon this because he's not 6 or 4. So pretty much just ignore everything I said last video. But at the same time, this card is actually really, really cool. The Evolve is a little costly in the deck, but if you save it for your Awakening turn, this could be potentially a dude that stays on the board for a long time. Not being able to be KO'd is a huge boon, and triple strike with the amount of attack that he can get up to, especially with super combos like Paragus flying around, were actually really destructive. The next card is a card that we had not seen previously. Super Saiyan Broly Rampaging Rush. 4 green, or 4 to play, 2 green. And auto, when you play this card, if there's a card that is both red and green in your energy, draw 1 card, then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in the drop area. Auto, when you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So this is pretty cool. Very, very cute. If you think of it in terms of advantage, it's actually just a 1-card swing. Now, granted, this dude is he's a 4-drop, so hard casting him is going to be strenuous, but being a 4-drop green Broly BR, note that you can bring him off of the 1-drop if you so choose. I almost want to check the 1-drop because lately I've been putting my foot in my mouth a lot, but I'm pretty confident with this one. You can call me out in the comments. Please start a dialogue in the comments if I'm wrong on this one. I love talking with you guys, but you can bring this off of 4, and he could potentially be kind of powerful in the or off the 1-drop, and he can be powerful in the beginning. You it's a very clear momentum swing. You play him going down on one card, but you draw one card. So he's a break even. You gain a body and you draw a card. Actually, that could be considered a plus in most cases. He becomes a body on the field and you replace him in hand. But at the same time, you discard a opponent's card and you blow up a card. So they have taken, you just resolved a card and broke even in hand, gained a body, and they lost 2 cards. So the card is actually a huge momentum swing, and it can be cheated out with the 1-drop, and I just honestly feel like he's a really solid card. And he's probably gonna be some beautiful energy at times, but I think he's gonna be very, very solid. Moving forward, we got Super Saiyan, Blue Gogeta, Resonant Explosion. This one's still just as insane as it was yesterday, except it's double strike. I honestly thought it was quadruple strike with the blurriness, and I was like actually really scared for a moment. But Arrival, red/green. Red, play this card from your hand when you have red and green cards in your combo area. Okay. Energy Exhaust. If this card is placed in the energy area, you know what it is. It comes in tapped. Auto, when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less, KO it, and you can't play this card for the rest of the turn. Cheap removal, cheap striker, and he's really nasty because he gives the deck some range. I was kind of having a problem with this deck earlier because I felt like, at least when I say this deck, I mean the Gogeta deck, I felt like turn 3 was a turn where you didn't really apply too much pressure. I really didn't like it. I know you can still play the deck, but I just felt like waiting till turn 4 to close the game or to put something threatening on board was a little too long. And I feel like this card kind of does change that up just a wee little bit, and I feel like it happens in a really good way. You were able to, you know, turn 1 aggro with the fusions, turn 2 aggro with the fusions and the fusion pieces, turn 3 swing with a leader, combo, drop this dude down. If you have more fusions, you can use those, but you drop this guy down and you just keep going in. And I think that's actually really, really neat because he provides a neat little bridge between turn 2 and turn 4. And you remove stuff, helping your opponent's board stay clear for the Gogeta to come down and just yeet somebody's life into the garbage can. And that's cool. So next card we're going to go into, one of the ones we didn't see before, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Acrobatic Warrior, permanent. Only one of these cards can be in your battle area, and that's when you know the effect, maybe a little something, when only one of them can be in your battle area. Auto, when this battle card is both red and green, or when there's a battle card with both red and green, your a 5 is played in your battle area, activate this skill. You may play this card from your hand. Now, when this card is switched to rest mode by Alliance, deal 1 damage to your opponent. This one is a little weird because Alliance is right now specifically on that Broly card. Now, we don't know what the set's going to hold, and I'm sure they're going to keep to these color motifs, so we're going to see probably some more red and green with Alliance on it. But at this very moment, this is kind of saying that, like, you know, you're playing and they kind of want you to smash bang these Gogeta and Broly cards together, but you could evolve the 5-drop red-blue Broly onto the field, okay? And then you could just instantly plop this dude down, okay? And in the Broly deck, it's kind of weird because you'd have to be unawakened for lots of these combos to hit because you just need that many creature slots and battle card slots. But you really just drop this guy down and you think, well, I can't attack with him because he's going to be tapped by Alliance, but he's a 15k power battery for Broly. And when he swings, he's automatically going to chip off 1 damage. This makes a lot of things super dangerous that your opponent has to deal with. If your opponent's at 2 life, this card actually changes the landscape just of the game, you know? Like, you just look at the Broly that we were just talking about, and when he attacks, you may activate this skill by choosing. Now, it says when he attacks, so we have to figure out whether this is the auto timing. It's a keyword. So if this is before counters, if this can go off despite somebody countering, then you can put them in particularly a very weird position by putting them at 1 to cut off their sparking after they negate you. And then at that point, they have to clearly keep untapped energy. And as you guys all know, untapped energy, if you don't have any crazy untapped shenanigans, leads to you not playing the best, biggest, extravagant plays you can play. So I think this card is actually really neato, and besides the angle of his head, it looks pretty ballin'. Then the next cards we're gonna go into. Now this one is one of the hype ones, one of the ones that, like, you know, just wasn't shown. The only one of the dual color cards that wasn't spoiled. Bojack, Resident Agent of Destruction. Now, before we go into the effect, you'll see really quickly why it wasn't the one spoiled, because it was the only one that did not introduce a new keyword. But past that, blocker, arrival, blue, yellow. 1 yellow. And then energy exhaust. But auto, when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode, then place the top card of their deck into their graveyard. So you can use arrival. I mean, you can have a blue and yellow cards in your combo area, pay 1 yellow, play this 20k beat stick, tap something of theirs down, and then mill them for 1 card. So it's like, it's not the most powerful card, but I can easily see Janemba running 4 of the Janemba, and maybe even just like 4 of this, just to have the access to Crusher Ball, to Nimbus. But at the same time, this card allows you to take some heat off, you know? You can pressure a card that did need to be pressured. They can put a Borgos on the field, and you can play this guy and just put Borgos to the side, and then put some pressure on it, make them have to defend it or let it go. And that's actually a really valid point, and may actually score Bojack places in the deck already. Bojack, Pirate's Pride. Counterattack, negate the attack and play this card. Permanent, during your opponent's turn, if there's a card that is both blue and yellow in your energy, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. When you play this card, your opponent places the top card of their deck into the drop area. Now, this is actually crazy. Bojack just got its own Roshi. But more importantly, Janemba playing blue-yellow just gained its own Roshi that will mill you 1, that will change the time clock of their strategy. So basically, if you were tired of seeing Janemba, it's not going anywhere. It can stay mono blue. It could, at this point, really go into mono, or go into blue-yellow with a little extra, oomph. Like, these ones, you don't think they matter, but the one point where you're sitting there with a super combo in hand that may have been able to out-combo them, and you can't even play it because you're only at 1 card, you know that this dude milling you 3 times on the gate did something. Moving back over to Janemba, Resident Agent of Destruction. You guys already know. Barrier, like all the other ones. Aegis. So, you know, during the defense step, you can choose up to 2 of your energy and switch in active mode. Yep. And that's just pretty much that, you know, once per turn, placing certain cards, or placing cards in your hand to the drop area that all the colors, you know, specify, things like that. So I mean, you -2 on tap 2. I already talked about this a little bit. I actually kind of like Bojack more than this, but this card is still very good. If you need it in a pinch, he is your man. But of course, auto, when this card activates Aegis, if there are no other evil incarnate cards in play in your battle area other than this card, you mill them for 1. So these cards are great utility. Now the last card we're going to actually talk about here is Janemba, Lighthearted Destroyer. 2 cost, fits very nicely into the scheme. Activate main, blue, choose up to 1 Agent of Destruction card with an energy cost of 4 that is both blue and yellow from your deck, play it in rest mode, and shuffle your deck. Then place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. Very Janemba-like, but it can search out the Bojack, you can search out the Janemba, and if we get more blue-yellow Agents of Destruction, this card is going to be one of the best toolbox cards for that deck. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys like the better clarity pictures. I hope you guys like the cards. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be putting up new content. And once again, just keep an eye out for what's on the horizon. 6 subscribers away from giving out both the Broly starter, or both Broly leaders. And other than that, I'd just like to thank you guys for the support. Keep on keeping on. And for my tired self, just know that I truly do believe that I forgot my own catchphrase. The grind don't stop when you're aiming for the top. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. Peace.